We now return to sitting around for a few days. We have got some time. Which sucks because it's more money out of my hands. We need another pilot before we can do this. 3 more days. Power surge in the mech bay. While you're inspecting a thunderbolt, an intense power surge ripples through the cavernous mech bay. From the top of a gantry ladder above you, Yang hollers at his mech techs as repair tools spark wildly. Cables and lifts spasm and a barrel of something oily-looking inexplicably combusts. Scanning for a way to help, you find a master control panel. A massive emergency shutoff breaker beacon beckons. A massive emergency shutoff breaker beckons, as well as numerous individual power switches. Something labeled automated safety system blinks fitfully. Prod it into action? With a bang of your balled-up fist on the control panel, the blinking light strobes urgently, then settles into a solid, reassuring glow. Immediately, numerous safety systems spring into action. Between the automated systems and the coordinated efforts of Yang's mech techs, the threatening disaster is averted. My God. With a widening grin on his face, Yang calls down to you. That's how we handle things here, boss. If only the term automated would mean always on, I'd be a lot happier. He thinks for a moment. You know, there are more improvements to automation in the Argo we could pursue if we had the C-bills. There are no lasting consequences. No positives, no negatives. No reason to do any of that. Oh, whoa. We went 1 day too many. Okay. Now we're ready for this contract, well, I say such, where we have to destroy the dropship for Lord Corrosis. Anvelt. In orbit, first moon of Smithon. As you heard, House Corrosis has suffered greatly at the hands of the Directorate. We can't change that, but we can show Lord Corrosis that we're his allies and that our word can be trusted. We need his help with our data archive, yes, but that isn't why I agreed to this mission. If we are to prevail against the Directorate, I must unite the founding houses under the Restoration's banner. Without their support, we'll have no way of replacing our losses. Understood, Lady Arano. Let's get into the specifics of this job he's given us. I seem to remember something about a dropship. She's called the New Grange. She's a transport vessel, ostensibly civilian, named for an old line of yard ships. The New Grange has been certified for commercial flight in the Directorate, the Capellan Confederation, and the Taurian Concordat. In all other ways, she's completely unremarkable. At least that's what her official paperwork says. I gather Lord Corrosis disagrees with the official paperwork. That's right. He claims the New Grange is running weapons into the Aurigan Reach to supply the Directorate's war effort. Her crew has been using an old commercial port on Anvelt to fuel up between trips. Ships like this one could help explain the Directorate's unexpected strength of arms. It's in our interest to destroy it. According to the intel we've been given, the New Grange is carrying more armor than any Union-class dropship has a right to. Attacking her directly will be a waste of time. Thankfully, Lord Madeira has found us an alternative approach. The Anvelt fueling station was designed for civilian use. It isn't a hardened target, and its components can't withstand a sustained attack. If we go in while the New Grange is refueling and blow the station's primary fuel reservoir, her armor won't count for much. The resulting explosion will smash her like an egg. You're sure Lord Corrosis is telling the truth? It'd be a disaster if we took out a civilian dropship. From my own study of the New Grange and the situation on Anvelt, I'm convinced Lord Corrosis is telling the truth. There's something deeply suspicious about this ship. She isn't the commercial transport she pretends to be. Okay. Well, if that's your assessment, let's move forward. Hang on a second, boss. If this job were as easy as blowing up a fuel tank, Corrosis would have done it himself already. So what's the catch? I mean, why send us after such an easy target? Lord Corrosis sent the last remnants of his personal guard after the New Grange 2 weeks ago. A lance of hardened MechWarriors. They were summarily destroyed, a complete loss. There were no survivors. Sounds like an unusually heavy security detail for a smuggling operation. It's bizarre, I agree, but we have only Lord Corrosis' word to go on, and he didn't personally witness what happened. We should approach this drop with an abundance of caution. Bring the strongest lance you can field, and keep your eyes open while you're on the moon's surface. And I'd recommend bringing a heat-efficient lance if possible. Anvelt's atmosphere and climate will quickly overwhelm your heat sinks if you're not careful. That's not my lance at all. Okay, I'll prep my lance accordingly. That would be wise. Good hunting, Lone Wolf. I'll be with you on the comms. Well, sadly, I don't have heat-efficient lances. My Hunchback is about the most heat-efficient I've got, given all of its lasers. We do have the Orion, And we do have another quick draw. I am tempted to bring it. Heat efficiency is the same, firepower is more in the Hunchback. We do have LRMs in this one, however. This is a very good killer. But I think, since it advised me to do so, we're just going to bring full tonnage here. Alright. So Decker gets to move in the quick draw. The Behemoth gets to move in the Thunderbolt. Because, well, I don't know. She's got far better heat dissipation. The quick draw is a fast mover, though. At least that one is. This Orion's got an AC 10, so since you have lower heat dissipation, that'll work. I guess this is how we're going to do it. We're at 3.5 tons. I would hope that means we can do it. We'll find out. We're all going to be slow moving, though, so I really do want to bring that Hunchback along, but it told me not to. So let's give this a try. I've only got one sensor locking pilot, so that could be a thing. Oh, Lord Corrosis challenged my authority, and he has a right to do so. His son died in my name. We're going to do what we can to earn his help and support. That means destroying the Newgrange, a smuggling ship that's been running weapons to the Directorate. I'll be your voice on the comms. Let's get it done. Okay. Keep your eyes open for the security detail and be ready for a fight when it arrives. Yeah.
Command interface initiated.
There's a lot of activity on the ground, Commander. Looks like the Newgrange is being prepped for launch. You're going to have a tight timetable to get in there and blow station's fuel reservoir before it lifts off. I'm seeing turret emplacements and light battle mech activity on the ground, but it appears the security detail we were warned about is off-site for now. Samire will be monitoring sensors for any sign of incoming dropships. You got that right, Commander. If I see anything, you'll be first to know, and I advise you be wary of this secondary landing pad up here on the ridge. If I were dropping a defensive lance, that's where I'd do it.
Good
Game kind of hints at what we're expecting
I'll be running
here.
ops for you from here.
Okay. So we've got a moment here. Turret, generator, fuel pump station, turret, generator. Alright. Well, I do have LRMs. If I can take a crack at that.
Receiving you.
Okay, that will be within my sensor range to bring it up here. Okay, there's a turret there.
I've got something. Location confirmed.
I would like it if we could get everybody kind of over here, whack that long range, and then we'll go down here. We have 12 rounds to make this happen. She's not good for this. Maybe she should just be down here. Although, if she jumps, no, she's actually not too good at jumping either. Got enough LRM firepower, we ought to be able to take that down, I would hope.
What's up, boss?
We do have to get all the way up here to make this happen, though, which sucks. I just want to make sure everybody's going to get within range, and they're not. If we get up here, we do. Okay. Can you just walk up there? Can. Be walking to here.
Firm.
Okay. Now, I can split my fire, but we want to keep heat down, so let's just focus purely on this for now.
Hey, give it a shot.
Because once we destroy it, then that destroys the turrets. 40.
Good to go.
we've got an LRM-15. I can actually hit it from here without having to move at all. Plus, it puts my AC-10 in there.
I'm on it.
Alright. That's that one.
Fresh real estate available.
So, there's a mech there, and that generator's there. It's tempting to come in here, jump, and go there so we can split to the fueling station, but if this comes down, I want protection, so we will not be doing that. We'll be jumping over to here, and this actually gives me a shot at it anyway.
Jumping.
Commando.
I copy.
Early shots, that's good. That's really good. Weaken some of that armor, also good. And she could get down here. We'll get on that road right away. This is good. This is really good, actually. This is giving me a very, 60, do you think we could do it? If all my missiles hit and that large laser took that armor off, we could possibly just core this guy. We'll just wait for him to come to me. Get a little bit closer. That's fine. Okay. So, there's that turret up there. We're gonna have to run to destroy that generator. Guarded and entrenched. Didn't move fast enough to get any evasion though, so that's positive. But we can LRM the shit out of it. Okay. Like my turn back, thank you. I don't have jump jets on this Orion. That appears to be my flaw in design here. We need to get over here. We need to get him moving.
On my way. Engaging.
Looked like it hit that torso. The torso that was super weak. Are you goddamn kidding me with that? Ah, that is so aggravating. It is seriously the worst. Well, we'll build up speed. So, maybe it wasn't such a great idea.
Ready for orders.
Ooh, hey. I'm imagining that's some dust cover or something. Obscured. Overheating already. But we don't need those. That's 100. That'd be enough to just core it. And then we'd... That's provided they all hit. Your gunnery is abysmal.
Engaging.
Just couldn't do it. Just fucking couldn't do it. One laser. That's all you had to do. One laser. 4 hits. God. Better. Alright.
Target neutralized.
So if we can get into here in the middle dust storms, I have a little bit more confidence we can destroy that and run it down to time. We need to clear this shit out, though. don't think we'll have a hard time doing that. We just need to... I mean, we might, because I'm going to have to spend some turns worrying about heating, which we were kind of warned about.
Waiting for orders.
So what I really need to do is move in. Who's got the... How about you take a turn? We can move up to at least gain some evasion.
Acknowledged.
And utilize that Shadowhawk or the Wolverine. Who's more deadly? AC5, AC5. Okay, this one absolutely. So, we'll sensor lock that one.
I've got a sensor lock.
Kill some of the heat on my guy.
Receiving it.
We have no hit so far on any of this.
Here we go.
Commander.
If I can take down just one more.
Need something, Chief?
You suck. This thing needs way more as far as... I need some evasion out of this.
Position confirmed.
Not the smartest choice, perhaps, but...
Multiple targets confirmed.
everywhere except where you probably should have fired. Because that makes sense. Okay. We need to beeline it for that generator. I can't believe I did not... All that time sitting there and I didn't put jump jets on my goddamn mech. That's fine, expose yourself. That's awesome, actually. Turn around and blast that right in the back.
Reporting heavy damage.
Take a leg out on that. What do you mean, heavy damage? Alright.
Yeah.
Get this Orion down here. I'm optimally ranged for more there, but we need to continually fire down on this. We need to get that turret generator out of there. Probably should have precision strike that.
Scored a critical hit.
Yes, we see that.
Waiting for orders.
That exposes me horrifically. So I really want to make sure this is all cleared out before we go doing nonsense like that. Would you let go?
Yes, Commander.
I can't actually see from there. That's great. If I turn, get an exposed back arc here. The super high evasion does me no good there.
Firing a full salvo.
Come on, dude.
Scored a critical hit.
What are we at here? Unfortunately, I can't precise strike that again, but she does have far better accuracy.
I copy.
So, hopefully, one of these damn things is going to hit him in the back. Middle of the back.
Firing.
God damn it! Just hit him in the back! Ten. You need 10 in the back.
Engage the jump jet.
10 in the back. Let's not waste this opportunity either, though. Now I've exposed myself to the backs to this goddamn turret. Ah, fuck. Keep doing this wrong. This one, then that one.
Roger that.
There. Christ. I should not have taken 3 of you. Okay. That's probably not good.
Minimal damage. Systems holding.
Unsteady, though. Okay. Well. If I was able to precise strike from this side, actually if I just turn around and shoot it on that side, maybe we'll be able to core him. Blow something up in there anyway. And this little bastard is causing me pain. But anyway, we're doing alright there. These turrets are not actually too terrible, so I'm not overly concerned about hitting that, but starting to use the multi-targeting would be beneficial to me. If we can come up in center here and then face out this way, probably be pretty good for me. But otherwise, I think we're all holding fairly well. A little bit of armor damage on these guys, but we're holding together, so that's good. I've got 7 rounds. I think I can definitely do it. Once everybody's cleared out here, I think we can absolutely take that out. So I'm going to end this one here, and we'll hopefully finish this off next time.